Hello, hello everyone, and welcome out to some Challenger level solo queue. I am Disciple, and I'm going to be casting this for you today, and let's have some fun. I have named our teams Beard and Mustache, both things that I cannot grow very well, and we'll see who can win out if they have the nice hair underneath, or if they go straight for the package, if you know what I mean. And on our teams, we have some pretty good rosters, not necessarily pro-level players, but a lot of Challenger mainstays at least. Mongol Warrior will be AD carry with Dota, a leader star, supporting Team Green Forest's Reborn in the jungle with Team Green Forest Dat Control in the top lane playing Jax. And then finally, Freelancer 18 will be on a mid Orianna. Over on the red team, some more familiar names. Cloud Nguyen on a top lane Jace. I'll swap them around a little bit so that Palion on Lee Sin will be in the mid. Porpoise Pops from Team VVV on a different hotkey in there. There it is. Ooh, look at that nice little Vancouver Amumu. I think it's Vancouver Amumu. Will be jungling, and then in the bottom lane, we have Leo TY, the AD carry for Team LOL Girlfriends, supporting Alextheman on Lucian. Right now, Leo going to throw a nice word over the wall, and don't call him Skara, because I think that made it in the bush. Congratulations. Now going to come over here and leash for Porpoise Pops, who will take an uncontested blue. That'll be a pretty nice start here to Amumu's jungle. Both Vi and Amumu have decent pre-6 ganks, but get a lot stronger at level 6. I don't think we'll see Amumu ganking too much in this game. Since Amumu is a much stronger teamfighting champion, he benefits a lot from just farming up and then forcing some early fights. Maybe ganking the bottom lane, where his ult has the most significance. If he can catch up both those champions, it's a huge amount of lockdown and damage, since people really seem to underestimate the amount of damage Amumu can do early. Cloud Nguyen and Dat Control duking it out early on. Jace has typically been seen as a counter to Jax because of his ability to knock Jax away and to harass him from a range. So if Jax chooses to throw the counter-strike and jump in, he can always use the Thundering Blow to knock him right back out. Alextheman falling pretty low here in the bottom. Leo not too great at level 1 with, I guess Leo playing Leona might be a little confusing, but Leona really needs at least the Zenith Blade and Shield of Daybreak to go in and effectively lock someone up. A good play from Dota Leader Star, keeping him back, and even though they got the level advantage for our Mustache team, they weren't able to quite abuse it. The Shield of Daybreak not going to connect. And Mongol Warrior staying pretty alive. Cloud to win in the top lane, going solo, flashing in on the Dat Control. Needs one more auto attack, but the minions are attacking him. He is going down so close. He sends out the Q. No, Dat Control takes out the kill. The minions finish him off, and that is so close, but a great, like a grand overextension from Cloud Nguyen. Alextheman forced to recall in his chair. Dota Leader Star runs up, but he gets caught up by the Shield of Daybreak and the Zenith Blade, going way too far out. The exhaust keeping him in for long enough for Alextheman to pick up the kill. Now he can stay in lane since a lot of the threat is gone. He has his barrier, so Mongol Warrior won't be able to get out any cheeky headshots into Piltover Peacemaker combos. And Leo with a solid play there, getting Alextheman to kill. Ooh, the Shield of Daybreak connects. But no, they aren't able to get another kill for Alextheman yet. Palion in the mid lane, farming up pretty well, actually has the advantage right now. Ooh, Alextheman falling solo. Mongol Warrior tries to go in, but the barrier was enough. I called it that I didn't think he'd be able to go in. Oh, Reborn from behind could be just what they're fearing. Leo's going to be there to block the Vault Breaker. Dota Leader Star finally back to lane, gets the auto attack. The Death Sentence misses. Alextheman runs right into the turret and actually gives the assist over to Mongol Warrior. Leo did manage to escape in the mid. Palion dives in and finds the kill onto Orianna. Porpoise Pops in the lane now, pushing it up, going to deny a lot of farm here. And that's Palion with a huge CS advantage already, with the kill under his belt as well. A solid amount of gold. Cloud Nguyen catching up in levels. Not having quite so easy of a lane as he would have hoped for this counter. Ooh, Reborn has to be careful of Porpoise Pops going in aggressively in the jungle. We don't typically see a counter jungling Amumu, but with that amount of health, he can be fine to beat Reborn out in a duel. Dat Control really getting Dat Control in the top lane as he forces Cloud to win out. He'll have to recall and miss out on quite a bit of CS. Dat Control will be able to push this up into the turret and not deny the entire wave, since there are so many minions that Jace will be able to pick up at least a couple. but the cannon minion's surely going to die, as well as quite a few of these melees. That's a lot of experience that Jace is missing out on early on, and he really needs to keep up in levels if he can possibly fight against Jax, since after a few items, Jax isn't going to be too worried about a silly little knockup. He'll have a Blade of the Ruined King, and potentially even a Randuin's Omen to stay in range. Porpoisops moving in from behind. They have the pink ward in the bush, so they know it's not warded. Porpoisop's going to get a good position, flashes in for the bandage toss. Mongol Warrior doesn't have a flash to get out of this one, tries to net away. Alextheman with the... Oh, wow, the Gunslinger able to get it, and then the flay in. Porpoisops gets pulled into the turret and gives up a kill. Reborn from behind lands a good two-man Vault Breaker. Alextheman and Leo TY both pushed back, now trying to flee. Alextheman just stopping to take some CS. The flay backwards keeps Alextheman in for a little bit longer, but Reborn doesn't quite have what it takes to finish him off. Leo and Alextheman turn around for a lot of damage onto Dota Leader Star, but it doesn't look like they'll pick up the kill quite yet. Mongol Warrior and Alextheman going right back to farming. What Lee Sin really needs to do in this middle lane is get a lot of items early on. Lee Sin scales so fantastically with a lot early, but after the early game, where you know, abilities aren't necessarily the main source of attack or of physical damage, and where armor is being picked up across the board, then Lee Sin can really fall off. So with these 3 longswords, he's just going for a strong early game, most likely going to go for a Brutalizer and potentially a Ravenous Hydra. That'll give him a lot of wave clear pushing potential, and the Brutalizer going to make him a huge threat up against any early armor. It looks like Orianna is going for the Zhonya's Hourglass for the first pickup, which is perfect against an AD like Palion. But Orianna hasn't been able to pick up the Seeker's Arm Guard yet. Really needs to get that early, since the Seeker's Arm Guard scales with last hits for... it takes 30 last hits to build it up. And so when you buy it, it's not at its full strength, similar to the Bloodthirster, but I would say even a little more so, since so much of a Seeker's Arm Guard is about building it up. Leo spamming some of that taunt, and it looks like things have really died down in the bottom lane. Leo using his Shield of Daybreak to pick up the turret, or the ward, sorry. Porpoisops coming from behind. He has his ultimate now. He gets right in there for a perfect ultimate. Dota Leader Star is going to be claimed up immediately. Mongol Warrior the next to fall, and with the exhaust down, he's certainly going to fall. Leo TY actually grabs it with Eclipse. The damage coming off from his shield, grabbing the kill, and that's 5 kills here for our Mustachioed brethren. Beard falling behind early, but they have such a powerful late game that it could be so devastating. Oh, Palion moves on the Freelancer. Wow, Dat Control finds another kill onto Cloud Nguyen up top, and this is the Dragon attempt from Mustache. They'll take this out without any sort of contest, and this looks like a solid amount of gold coming over now. 1,200 in the lead, and a really good spot to be in. You know, really any mustache is in a good spot, but here it's a nice mustache. It's like a good Ron Burgundy mustache, or Ron Swanson even. Palion tries to move in to grab the Dragon's Rage kick, but doesn't quite find it. Porpoisops really wanted the bandage toss in on him, but couldn't get the positioning, instead going to steal away these rays. While he did lose his own red buff over to Reborn, who's now escaping after Cloud Nguyen goes on the chase. Palion dives the turret, the Ignite is down, but it looks like he won't fall. He's able to escape without any health. Porpoisops looking to chase on the Freelancer, slowed by the command Dissonance. Oh, Dota Elite Star from the side finds the kill onto Palion. They even get the assist over to Orianna. There's a solid bandage toss right over the wall, but Freelancer doesn't take too much damage from it. Now with that control coming and the stun from the Counter-Strike, Amumu overextends a little too much. Or some might say a lot too much, since that was a bad position to be in against 4 members of the enemy team. Our bottom lane for the Mustache is still just farming. Alextheman acquiring quite a bit of CS for himself. He's now about a wave ahead of Caitlyn, but with the kills on Caitlyn and the fighting going on around the map, this little amount of CS won't matter quite too much right now. Cloud Nguyen continuing to be abused up in top, going for the Tear of the Goddess, which can be an issue in lane, since it doesn't really grant you any actual combat stats. Ooh, Dota Leader Star missing the death sentence, but so does the ult. Now with the culling coming across, Mongol Warrior takes so much damage but doesn't fall. Alextheman flashes in, gets the kill, but gets taken out by the Assault and Battery from Reborn. They trade AD carry for AD carry, And it looks like Leo should be safe off the end here, unless Dota Elite Star, he grabs a Descendants Reborn, moves in from the side. The Flay is down, but with Porpoise Pops coming in from the side, they might be looking for a support and jungler. 2-on-2. Not a lot of damage going back and forth, but Reborn might be in trouble. There's the Zenith Blade landing, but the turret brings Dota Elite Star and Reborn to the safety of their turret. Ooh, Reborn caught up by the Curse of the Sad Mummy, falling dangerously low, but is able to escape with the Vault Breaker. That control moving in the Cloud to win in the top, doesn't land the stun. Reborn, tries to take out the golems and almost falls there. I was curious what was attacking him, but it was simply his own greed, not getting enough out of the shield from the Vi passive. Alextheman sneaking into this bush, really wants to get the drop on the Mongol Warrior. He doesn't have his flash still, and Leo throws out the Zenith Blade. They catch him. There's the Ardent Blaze and the Piercing Light. Mongol Warrior dashes to safety, but takes a lot of damage in the meantime. Leo in a rough spot as well. Mongol Warrior would love to find an ace in the hole across, but Alextheman would most certainly block it up. Has the Relentless Pursuit to jump in or out of the way of it, depending on his current status. Leo takes out a pink ward in the bush. Is going to have the Solar Flare, actually has a Solar Flare right now and could potentially move in on the bot to burst down Mongol Warrior. Leo's just waiting in the tri-bush for the potential play. Palion continues his farming rampage. He has the most in the game, but he's not so far ahead of Orianna, who will eventually outscale him. Orianna picking up the Seeker's Arm Guard, grabbing a nice armor advantage in this lane, but it'll be rough up against the Brutalizer for sure. Reborn in the side, looking for an opportunity to come in, but Lee Sin can be difficult to gank with the Safeguard and with the Sonic Wave Resonating Strike. Ooh, here we go. Palion comes in, but with the Assault and Battery and the Shockwave, Palion throws the ward, jumps away. Reborn tries to come with the Vault Breaker, forces the flash out. Leo and Alextheman dive in bottom, grab a kill on the Mongol Warrior, and are able to back off safe. And Cloud and Win continue to be beavered up in the top lane. We did talk about how eventually that control would outscale Cloud and Win. Oh, and with this Bilgewater Cutlass, he's looking pretty strong. He throws out for the slow, but doesn't connect with the stun on Counter-Strike, and so has to back out. Cloud and Win not looking too strong. Could potentially go back in if Porpoise Pops lands the bandage toss, but I don't suspect it to happen. A lot of wards in that bush from our blue team since he needed the jump from the Leap Strike. And Beard are starting to really catch up. They still don't have the gold, largely because of the dragon advantage for Mustache. Ooh, Reborn has a ward here, jumps into Palio, misses the Vault Breaker, and that will be enough to set him free. Orianna does support him from the side. Nothing happening quite yet. Pings from our Beard team going down on the Mustache Blue. And with Alextheman running right down here to the bottom and completely missing the support Thresh. Moving around the side, this looks like it'll be a successful blue steal. Alextheman and Leo not finding an opportunity to drop into Mongol Warrior. And this blue buff goes cleanly away to Freelancer 18. Amumu, meanwhile, makes the play to go for the enemy blue buff, stealing that, but I think they might suspect him there. He's taken out quickly. He just needs to throw down the Smite, which he doesn't have. He used it earlier. He does grab up the blue. He stuns that control, tries to run away, but the Leap Strike is there. The Counter Strike should be coming out soon. But with Palion and Cloud no win from the side, that'll mean Porpoise Pops is safe for now. Leo and Alextheman just continue to throw down some damage, some harass onto the turret as well. They're close to catching it with the Zenith Blade across. They grab out Mongol Warrior immediately. Alextheman tanking up the turret, and with the Ignite in his head, not surviving too long. Reborn tries to Vault Breaker over the wall and goes right into the rock. Now Leo's looking to escape. He has Porpoise Pops coming from the side, which means they might turn this around. Reborn stunned out again and again. This chain CC so powerful. Leo tries to flash to block the Vault Breaker, but it's not needed because of the Curse of the Sad Mummy. Porpoise Pops find the kill. They move in onto Dota Elite Star. Leo should be able to take up a few turret hits. Porpoise Pops doing the damage, but neither of them have enough. Oh, Palion with Ignite in his head, going to fall here. Freelancer finding the 1 versus 1 kill on the Lee Sin, which is so difficult, and they finally grab out Thresh under the turret. No, Porpoise Pops is going to give up the 150 gold from taking out the turret. No, it's going to waste. A single tear is shed. Rest in peace, sweet prince. Cloud9 gives up his top turret. He realizes that he can't quite survive up against Jax one-on-one. He's going to let him take out this turret and then hopefully be able to farm up a little bit longer. However, that control getting rather strong now. A Blade of the Ruined King, 3 kills, and now can go for a tanky build. I think Jax might be exactly what they're fearing. Oh, look at the Blade of the Ruined King. That control can just continue on in here. Throws down the Ignite. He has a Counter-Strike for the Sun as well, and with the Empower, he'll grab out his Rampage. 4-0-0 on Thresh. Palion wants to come up here to stop him, but I don't think it'll be enough. Now, our Beard finally taking out their first dragon of the game. Oh, Leo tanking up as much as he can, throws the Talisman of Ascension just for some movement. Porpoise Pops from the side are able to grab up Freelance 18 and a huge culling across the team. Reborn is the second one to fall in this fight. Mongol Warrior grabs the net over the wall, but Porpoise Pops is there with the double kill. The flash over from Alextheman, grabs the Ardent Blaze. Porpoise Pops not able to follow here on... Oh, but might be going for it. Porpoise Pops finds him right over the wall, lands a stun, has the auto attacks and the tears, and it looks like he will take it out. Porpoise Pops unstoppable. 6-2-1 with an unofficial triple. And Alextheman and Leo now going to grab this turret. Please stay in range for the gold this time. Please. Porpoise Pops coming in from the side, going to make it. Yes, they finally picked it up. 75 to each of them, as well as the 100 that every member of the team grabs. And that'll be the gold advantage coming right back here to the Mustaches. You know, an interesting piece of trivia. Oh, Alextheman caught out here by the death sentence with an assault and battery and Freelancer there from the side. Alextheman is certainly dead. He throws the barrier, but I think that was a waste of a summoner spell. Did bait out quite a few ultimates, but in the end, that's another kill here for our friends with the beards. Cloud9 still sitting on the tier. Like I mentioned, or tried to at least before, it doesn't grant you any real combat stats. You have mana, which helps you stay in lane, and you have mana regen, but you don't have attack damage or armor or health or anything really relevant until you turn into a Manamune, which he still hasn't had a chance to do this far in the game. Ooh, Leo finds Mongol Warrior and decides to set this up for Porpoise Pops to grab up and yet another kill. Caitlyn's still trying to run away, but Leo able to 1-versus-1 this AD carry so powerfully. Leo just consistently dealing damage. The Solar Flare is there as well. Mongol Warrior trying to escape, and with the bandage toss over, Porpoise Pops grabs the kill. That might have been a little bit of chaos there, but I don't think Leo's too sad. Ooh, Dota Leader Star. Insect kicked back into the turret with culling fully on Freelancer 18. That's about half of his health. With Leo coming in from the back and Porpoise Pops, this is going to be a team fight massacre here. Freelancer, the third in the series to fall. If they can catch up, Zenith Blade, where are you? Leo, not quite strong enough, or doesn't have the range at least. DAC Control flashing away with the Leap Strike. Going to survive, and that's actually only 2 kills here. I thought it would be so many more, but the escapes on all of these champions were superb. Reborn looking for the recall could potentially be caught up, but I don't think Leo wants to go for the dive here. Well, we'll see. Here he comes around the side, potentially for the dive. If Zenith Blade... Oh, there it is, catching him out. Shield of Daybreak as well for the stun. Eclipse now with damage, but DAC Control comes back in here to stop them. Porpoise Pops turning around. DAC Control should be able to take this in the 1-versus-2. However, Palion jumping in from the side, safeguards to him, shuts him down, and picks up the kill as the rest of their team take out the turret. Grabbing the final outer turret, Alextheman in the mid. Not quite a match for Mongol Warrior and Freelancer 18. And this has been a pretty kill-heavy game. 30 in 19 minutes. 32,000 to 29.5 means that this 2,500 gold is becoming less and less of an advantage. And we're seeing what really matters is the positioning here in the fights. The abilities to escape, not necessarily the stats you have on your items. Health and armor and attack damage are all excellent, but it doesn't matter if you can't catch up to your opponent. Leo has all this tankiness, but if no one's attacking him, then a Warden's Mail is potentially wasted. Really needs something like the Randuin's Omen to be able to catch on to someone, have that activatable item, and then stick on to someone like Freelancer 18 or Mongol Warrior, who have appeared rather slippery in the past. Ooh, Leo throws over a ward just in time to see the red buff going down. At least he'll have a timer on that. Now, in 20 minutes in the game, we could see a surrender, but I doubt we will since these teams are neck and neck. Leo might want to continue soloing out Mongol Warrior. There it is. The Zenith Blade coming across Eclipse will be a nice source of damage. Shield of Daybreak continuing to peg down on him. He has the Solar Flare catching it out. Mongol Warrior will be soloed out by Leo. Flashes over for the Shield of Daybreak and a killing spree for our Leona. Alextheman from behind going to try and stop this. Shockwave falls on the Leo, but he doesn't take too much damage. Actually goes right back in. Cloud from the side with an accelerated Shock Blast. Really forces them back, and Leo appears to be a complete monster. Porpoise Pops, the next victim of that control, but with his armor, he'll survive for now. Ooh, Alextheman and Leo now trying to take out a kill. Oh, Palio not quite able to do it. Reborn finds the kill. The Command Protect is enough to save Reborn for now. He actually jumps in here, taking the Thresh Express, and Leo will turn around for the kill, but then fall immediately after. Shutdown going to Dota Elite Star. Now Cloud to win. Tries to be the next, but the Command Shockwave, or the Command Dissonance, takes him out. Alextheman working on this turret. Won't be able to find it before Mongol Warrior appears. And there is an ace in the hole there for Caitlyn. Alextheman has to be incredibly careful. Porpoise Pops and that control fighting out so close. That control shuts him down, but falls immediately after. And the double buffs go to the ground. Buff recycling complete. Oh, Alextheman waits in the bush. He doesn't have that much health, but he's doing so much burst damage to Mongol Warrior. Mongol Warrior throws the barrier. Alextheman has his own. He flashes after, takes out the kill, dodges out of the Dissonance, and it looks like Alextheman is the man today. The man with the mustache, as they continue their lead, although it is ever so slight so far. 1,500 in the bank means a couple of minor items, but really nothing too large. You can see on our AD carries, it's a phage against a pickaxe, and the difference is really with Alextheman heading for a Trinity Force. Solar Flare on the Dota Leader Star. The culling should be enough. They grab him out. Now Alextheman has to try and run away, but it's pretty difficult to escape from an Assault and Battery. Leo there from the side with the exhaust, with the stuns, shutting him out from taking out his AD carry. Freelancer going back in on the offensive on the Palion. Vi tries to recall here. Alextheman catches out from the side, has the red buff for the slows. Reborn attempting an escape. Alextheman, if he can aggro the dragon, he might be able to find it. Reborn, the red buff is down, and it's going to be enough. Alextheman on a killing spree. Proves why he is, in fact, the man. 2-9 on Caitlyn and 9-5 on Alex. That control from the side shouldn't look to go in here. It would be pretty risky to go into a potential 1 versus 4. And he'll be caught out by his nice Zenith Blade. The CC is real as that control continuously caught up. He lands a solid 2-man Counter-Strike. Actually turns around to Alextheman. Has a lot of damage. Ace in the hole comes across. It finds Leo. It doesn't deal too much damage. And they do lock down that control. And really, this is a team of control he's up against. Oh, Solar Flare on the 2 of them. The box is there for the slows. Mongol Warrior with a huge lantern. I guess saying it that way, that's like the epitome of giving credit to AD carries for things the support do. It was an excellent lantern from Dota Leader Star that Caitlyn fortunately clicked on. Oh, Leo standing on a ward won't be quite so lucky today. Freelancer 18 finds it with the command attack and grabs his team an 18th kill. With 5,000 between the teams, that's really Mustache pulling out a huge lead, but they need to do something with it. They need to use these dragons and the turrets for the power of good instead of the power of evil. So we all know mustaches can go either way. Porpoisoft's recalling here, going to grab up a few very tanky items. He's heading for a Spirit Visage. I would suspect a Banshee's Veil out of this one, but we have yet to see. And a Randuin's Omen coming out of the Warden's Mail. A lot of armor on Porpoisoft here, 199 so far, and that number's only going to increase. The health as well showing up pretty huge. Alextheman just throws out a culling to dissuade Dota Elite Star from continuing in. He's trying to set this up, get them on low health for Leo to come in from behind and land a potential Solar Flare, but he might have gotten a little out of his element here. Reborn finds the Assault and Battery, and with the Piltover Peacemaker from Mongol Warrior, they grab the kill. Command Protect on Mongol Warrior means he can turn around back in here, but Porpoise Pops lands a perfect Bandage Toss, only gets the stun with his Curse of the Sad Mummy on the Reborn. Command Shockwave there takes out Leo, and this is 4-on-2. Leo tries to come back over to finish off Dota Leader Star, but Mongol Warrior grabs the double, and Porpoise Pops has to back off of here. Palion and Cloud to Win did stop that control from pushing in the top, but they do lose this bottom turret and a couple of lives. It's an interesting team composition war, since there's so much lockdown on the Mustache team. They have Leona and Mumu, who are just the crowd control masters. Whereas there's so much escapability and maneuverability. There's a dash from Caitlyn. There's the lantern from Thresh. The dash from Jax and Vi as well. And then Orianna, who's the least mobile, but to probably the best of all of them at controlling a team fight. Porpoise Pop's moving in here to help out with the Baron. Means this is going to be a pretty stealthy attempt and a successful win at that. With Mustache taking the Baron, they bring themselves up to a, what's actually less than before, now a 4,800 gold lead. 45. But they do have a Baron on them, which is, you know, a few thousand gold worth of stats. Ooh, Leo really wants to grab a surprise Solar Flare in here, but he doesn't have the team to back him up. And this Mustache team really split up. Alextheman does grab out the turret and should be able to fall back in time. Won't be too threatened by anything. Things are looking pretty passive right now, but I believe Mustache would really like to make a move with this advantage. Palion finally going for some big items. He grabs the Banshee's Veil to try and survive better against Freelancer and picks up the Bloodthirster on top of that. Jace finally grabbing the Mira Mana, and a Last Whisper with that will grab him a lot of damage on the Accelerated Shock Blast, on his auto attacks, and he's really a lot stronger than he was with only a Tear of the Goddess. Alextheman recalling here, going to get a free escape. No, that control flashes in, he grabs the stun. Alextheman, I thought he had it, but the flash was enough. And that control reading the situation to perfection and taking out the AD carry before the team fight starts. That is one Baron buff down. Mustache trying to move together, but they can't find any objectives to take without their AD carry. And so that's exactly the move that Beard needed to prolong this. They are lengthening out the game, slowly trimming it to perfection until they can attack. Well, I'm hoping they'll attack. I'm hoping something happens, because right now it's been pretty boring, except for that kill on Alextheman. We really haven't seen too much for the last couple minutes. Everyone's just going to relax here, go back and buy up a bit, and wait here for the catch out onto that control, who falls without any possibility of escape. The Lantern was there, sitting just out of reach. And with that pickup, that might be what they need to move in here onto the next round of turrets. Alextheman, finally alive, will come back to join his team. Leo, recalling, leaves him down a member, though. He has picked up a Frozen Heart, which will really help against the attack speed from Caitlyn. And that control, Dota Leader Star waiting in an unwarded bush even. They were just able to grab it out. Mongol Warrior taking a lot of damage from culling as well. A phrase I never thought I'd hear. And Mustache are making the picks they need. Like the nose above the Mustache is picked, as are the teammates. Big command shockwave on 4 members. It does keep that control alive, but on low. No, that control was the one. Reborn was what almost died. That control is perfect on health. Going to look to potentially jump in and defend this up. Palion tries to continue on to Freelancer, but doesn't quite have it. Leo taking a lot of damage, but enabling his team to finish off the inhibitor turret. Porpoise Pops falling low, lands the bandage toss, and this could be the fight they need. Porpoise Pops escapes off the side without falling. The only kill they grabbed so far is onto Reborn, and it looks like the inhibitor will be the only real outcome. Mustache picking it off and running right back to safety. Should be able to grab a dragon along the way for yet another spike in their gold. Oh, they're just waiting here in the bushes. Dota Leader Star looks for the flay and misses both of them. Now with Porpoise Pops jumping over the wall, they're moving back in for the re-engage. Curse this out, Mummy on 2 means an early, quick couple kills. Solar Flare catches on the Mongol Warrior, but the Zenith Blade isn't quite long enough. Accelerated Shock Blast finds Mongol Warrior, but they just don't have the range yet. Ardent Blaze catches him over the wall. Alextheman on point, and that's what that ward is for. Oh, Cloud Wind takes too much damage, gets close to both of those turrets. But that's why these wards are fantastic, because when you're chasing someone into the safety of their base, you can show them what's up, what's what, and who is the man. Hint, it's Alex. He's going to just continue running up here, clear out some at the top, get his farm back up, and hopefully the 200, since right now the farm's looking pretty low for pretty much everyone except for Freelancer. However, most of them are content with farming champions. Alextheman at 12 kills, Porpoise Pops at 9 himself, and Leo with a solid kill participation, 4, 3, and 20 on his assists. A true support at that. The 11,000 gold advantage really means a lot. You can see some of the big differences in items. Our AD carry is ahead. Really, an entire Infinity Edge. He doesn't have the Last Whisper, of course, but he has the Infinity and Trinity Force. The combination better known as Trinfinity Fedge by no one who likes the English language. It'll be a thing. It'll be a thing one day. Maybe I should just call it Trinfinity. That sounds cooler, but we don't cast to sound cool. Ooh, Porpoise Pops finds a DAT control there. That control tried to move into Alextheman, but he doesn't quite land his stun, and he is going to overextend to all hell. The red buff going over to Alextheman means they're in a 5 versus 4 right now, 5 versus 3. Dota, the Elite Star, caught out as well. Zenith Blade catches on the Freelancer 18. Cloud Wind moving in from behind, but can't quite 1 versus 1 up against Mongol Warrior. Mongol Warrior continues in. Porpoise Pops almost landing a bandage toss. Doesn't connect, but with 2 members dead, both Thresh and Jax, Mustache is looking quite powerful indeed. They really need to move in onto another inhibitor soon, or else this mid lane inhibitor will really just have been a stalling tactic. Oh, Reborn missing yet another Vault Breaker over the wall, but I think he's happy he didn't make it, because that would have been a rough situation to be in. And without a flash, certainly a death. Oh, Reborn Insect right back into Palion's clutches. Cloud Wind helping out with damage. Freelancer grabbing out Leo in the bottom. That control tries to move into the Alextheman once again, but he is just kited to all get out. Mongol Warrior looking to escape off the end, but I don't think he has what it takes to defend this. Palion really wants the Sonic Wave, but a minion spawns and tanks it up. The perfect timing. Dota Leader Star is back up. He might look for the catch on Alextheman, who is the most far extended. Flame missing and Descendants once again, which means Palion goes back in. He has the Shockwave, but no, he has the Tempest. Does jump out. Ooh, accelerated shot pass on the Freelancer. Shows a lot of damage. Descendants on the minion once again. And that's one inhibitor turret about to go down here. If they can grab this inhibitor, it would be excellent. And they're going to do their best. Alextheman with some pretty solid attack speed and damage. Claims it out. They're pinging onto the Baron. And let's see if maybe there's a desperation defend from the Beards to stay in the game. They're pinging that they're heading out that way. All 5 members are alive and they are grouped. However, the ults are up for Mustache. The only issue is Alextheman doesn't have too much health or mana. Cloud Wind gets grabbed out here and doesn't deal too much damage. And it looks like Beard really made the right call for this one. Porpoise Pops wasn't even near his team. And what were they doing? Waiting there. Ace in the hole shuts down Alextheman as they find 2 kills. Now a third Leo. Why? Why, Leo? Why? A huge Curse of the Sad Mummy, but there's no follow-up there. He's dealing a lot of damage to Dota Leader Star, but Thresh is not who they're worried about here. That is almost the full ace. Lee Sin actually pinging in. He might want to go in and take out those inhibitors, but that's 4 members pushing in here. Those are some long respawn timers as well. If they can do this correctly, this might be the game. Lee Sin's recalling. He needs to wait for Cloud to win, and they could defend this together, but they're just looking so powerful right now. Dat control with so much damage on the turrets. Palion doing his best to move in here. He finds the killing spree, and that could be enough to save the game for him. He flushed in the reborn. He gets the double kill, and he's going to save the game for his team. Dat control, Freelancer, and Dota Elite Star having to back out here, and Palion making the huge plays. They should call you the top laner for Cloud9 because balls, man. Balls. Alright, recalls from Beard will get them back to defend their base, push out the minions, and then try and participate in the next fight. It could be difficult, though, because this means they're likely giving up the Baron. Thresh will move out, but Thresh isn't quite known for his solo capabilities. And with Alextheman failing his dash over the wall, it will delay the Baron attempt. Those little things can mean the world, as only a couple members of Mustache are really moving in onto the Baron here. Now with Porpoise from the side, he's dealing his percentage max health damage, and it looks like they find it. He smites it away. Now Dat control the next target. He is stunned up and snared. Freelancer, the next target. The flash over from Leo finds the stun. Another snare from Zenith Blade means Freelancer 18. Oh no, he's escaping. The box slows him out. Leo tries to jump over. Cloud and Wind takes way too much damage and gets popped into his Guardian Angel. Lee Sin moving from behind, going to try and come in here and stop them. Leo is so low, the safeguard will keep him alive for now. Palion not being able to move in, but Alextheman from behind, picking up a kill onto Dota, Leader Star. Leo actually grabbing the last hit with that one, and now Freelancer 18, the next target. Alextheman looking for the Ardent Blaze over the wall. Zenith Blade catches. Freelancer poses for the cameras, but he will fall. Torres turn around on the Leo TY, but doesn't have the damage. Now there's only one member alive. Dat control is up soon, but there's one Nexus turret down. Palion's going to move into face tank this. Alex and the man here as well, and this looks like the game finally coming down. Mustache proving themselves better than Beards. Dat control and Reborn doing their best, going through with the Vault Breaker Assault and Battery as well. Dat control moves in, but Alex the man is able to find the kill once again, grabs the double and the game, as Mustache in 36 minutes, almost 37, finally finds the win for their team. 73 kills that game. Over 1,500 gold as well. Or no, I guess 1,400. Math. Anyway, good game here to Palion, Claude to win, Porpoise Pops, Alextheman, and Leo TY. Hope to see you all tomorrow, where I will put out yet another episode of Disciples' Quest to become the very best shoutcaster ever. Thanks for tuning in.